You are tuned to the Folk Music Notebook, streaming folk songs 24/7.
Welcome to Folk Music Notebook's Artist in Residence Showcase. Each week at this time, we shine a spotlight on an outstanding singer-songwriter or group from our folk community as they share an exclusive performance for our Folk Music Notebook audience. This week's guest is Mindy Murray. Mindy grew up with music always in the background, her mom playing on an old spinet piano, her father building dulcimers in their Bucks County, Pennsylvania home, and she also remembers singing Woody Guthrie songs with her brothers in the back of the family's Corvair as they were driving to and from camping trips. She taught herself guitar on an old Silvertone that she bought at a flea market, and she would perform both solo and in bar bands as she grew older. Her time studying at a medical school in West Virginia also exposed her to bluegrass music. And although she kept herself quite busy with a full-time practice and raising a family, Mindy was never far from her muse. For their 25th wedding anniversary, her husband bought her a Martin and some recording software, and Mindy was hooked. First, she formed a band with her daughters, and then some old friends. She became part of a Celtic Americana band called the River Drivers. As a singer-songwriter, Mindy has performed at festivals and venues, including places like the Philadelphia Folk Festival, the New Jersey Folk Festival, the Central PA Festival of the Arts and Music Fest, and more. Her song, Did Ya Vote, was chosen as an International Women's Freedom Song, and another song, Blair Mountain, was recognized by the United Mine Workers Union of America. We are excited that she could join us today. Please welcome Mindy Murray.
Hi, I'm Mindy Murray, and I'm here tonight on Folk Music Notebook as part of their Artist in Residence program, and I'm real excited to be here. I'm going to do a few songs for you tonight. I'm a singer-songwriter, pretty much in the folk tradition. I play solo and I play with my band River Drivers, and my songs tell a lot of stories. So this first one is called Blair Mountain, and it's the story of the battle to bring the unions into the coal fields of southern West Virginia. And this is kind of near to my heart because in the 80s I was a medical student in West Virginia, and I worked a lot of the rural clinics and worked with the people, and so that you'll hear a couple of songs tonight that have a theme that is born in West Virginia. This first song, like I said, is called Blair Mountain. Crawling up Blair Mountain, brush as dense as coal, so close you feel their breath upon your face, so close they could steal your soul. We have a list of 8 demands, and basic are they all. The right to speak and organize and assemble in our union hall. Don't blacklist our union leaders. Let us shop, we damn well please. No more violent mine guards from Baldwin Felt's detective agency. We have a list of 8 demands, and basic are they all. The right to speak and organize and assemble in our union hall. So wearing red bandanas, we cross our Logan County line. We sent planes to bomb us, filled with shrapnel and alkali. We have a list of 8 demands, and basic are they all. The right to speak and organize and assemble
our Union Hall. Now Keeney and Mooney met the governor. Turn around or you'll be tried. Troops wounded and killed, 2 of our own in Sharples, down at that Logan County line. We have a list of 8 demands, and basic are they all. The right to speak and organize and assemble in our Union Hall. So Chafin raised an army, deputies, mine guards, and cops. We miners never will fire on our own, so we surrendered right on the spot. Now, scattered on Blair Mountain, 16 men lay dead. 12 of them were miners. They were cut down by Chafin's men. They were cut down by Chafin's men. But 4, they were Chafin's men. So that's Blair Mountain, talking about the Battle of Blair Mountain. So the next song is a song I wrote about the Greensboro Four, and that was one of the first peaceful demonstrations, sit-ins of the American Civil Rights Movement, and it took place in a Woolworth store in Greensboro, North Carolina. So here's the Greensboro Four. Four walked in, out looking for a fight. Just a cup of coffee from that counter so white. But no one would serve them. They told them to go. They would not bow down to that old Jim Crow. Four sat down, just wanna have a cup. Four sat down and they wouldn't get up. The police car stopped in front of the store, and the cops got out, and they walked to the door. Looked all around, but they made no arrest. There's no law saying that a man can't protest. Four sat down, just looking for a cup. Four sat down, and they wouldn't get up. In rolled the cameras, they were filming for TV. 4 college students sitting peaceful as can be. The movement soon spread from the south to the north, but it started there in that old Woolworth store. Four sat down, just wanna have a cup. Four sat down and they wouldn't get up. Half a year later, when that college was on break, that manager of Woolworths knew what was at stake. He asked 3 black employees to pull up the counter stool. He served them coffee, they were changing that rule. Four sat down, just wanna have a cup. Four sat down and they wouldn't get up. Four sat down, just wanna have a cup. Four sat down and they wouldn't get up. So anyway, that's the story of the Greensboro Four. The next song is called Everlasting Faint, or the Ballad of the Greenbrier Ghost, and it's another West Virginia song. And it's about a young woman who died at the hands of her husband through domestic violence, and her ghost allegedly came down to her mother and helped convict her murderer and send him to prison. So Actually, this we made a music video of this song. It was our first music video, and we wanted to use some of the proceeds of that to help the Family Refuge Center, which is in Greenbrier County, helping victims of domestic violence. So it just kind of seemed like the thing to do. So this is my song, "Everlasting Faint." La da 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 da. La da 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 da, la da 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 da. You had a child when you were 22, but then your lover, he was gone. In strife of stranger, his name was Edward Shue, most handsome man you ever saw. Alvazona Easter Shoe, what did that killer do to you? Come back from the grave to make sure that his crime was paid. La da 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 da, la da 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 da, la da 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 da. Within a month, things got real bad. His words turned mean and cruel. Your throat was crushed by a blacksmith's hands because he didn't like your stew. Alvazona Easter Shoe, what did your husband do to you? Had to come back from the grave to make sure that his crime was paid. La da 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 da, la da 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 da, la da 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 da. Shoe hid the truth as in 2 wives before, so the coroner wouldn't know. Here up your neck in a long red scarf, bruises wouldn't show. Alvazona Easter Shoe, what did that drifter do to you? Had to come back from the grave to make sure that his crime was paid. La da 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 da, la da 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 da, la da 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 da. Your mother said the devil did his work. She never trusted Edward Shue. She prayed that you would come back from the dead so she could learn that heinous truth. Alvazona Easter Shoe, what did that devil do to you? Had to come back from the grave to make sure that his crime was paid. La da 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 da, la da 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 da, la da 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 da. Your death was ruled an everlasting faint, though it was murder foul and cruel. Your ghost came down on 4 straight nights to tell your mother the truth. Alvazona Easter Shoe, what did that killer do to you? Had to come back from the grave to make sure that his crime was paid. La da 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 da, la da 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 da, la da 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 da. The judge and jury, they believed your ghost. They raised your body from the ground. They saw those marks of his hands upon your throat. They sent Edward Shue to Moundsville. Alvazona Easter Shoe, what did that killer do to you? Had to come back from the grave to make sure that his crime was paid. La da 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 da, 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 la da 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 da. So that's the tale of the Greenbrier Ghost, our song "Everlasting Faint." I think we just have time for probably one more song. Get it up here right. This is a song that I wrote about my grandparents losing their farm to back taxes at the start of the Depression. It was actually in Tarsdale, which is like part of Philly now, so you can imagine farmland in Philadelphia. But so this is a song I call "Going Once." will you give for a 40-acre farm? Farmhouse and livestock, orchard by the barn. Throw in the plow and the car. Who'll start bidding on this farm? It's going once, going twice, sold. It's going once, going twice, sold. Charlie Brown near Torresdale got it for a song. Martha had 9 children there, one more came along. But dreams don't stretch out that far. Do I hear 1,000 for this farm? It's going once, going twice, sold. It's going once, going twice, sold. They planted beans and corn in the field out back. They just couldn't sell enough to pay off the tax. Telling the kids was pretty hard. Do I hear 2,000 for this farm? It's going once, going twice, sold. It's going once, going twice, sold. A tractor was not in the cards, they used a horse and plow. And in the shadow of Billy Penn, they raised chickens and cows. But in the end they stood there arm in arm. I hear 3,000 for this farm. It's going once, going twice, sold. It's going once, going twice, sold. Once, going twice, sold. It's going once, going twice, sold. Pieces were their final hope, they stuck them into town. But in 1929, no buyers came around. Fruit and hope dashed upon the ground. I hear 4,000 for this farm. It's going once, going twice, sold. 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 So their farm actually was sold for $4,000 in 1929. So I think that does it for me here tonight. You know, I wanted to thank Folk Music Notebook for asking me to come here, and especially Ron Olesko. Thank you so much, and I hope you liked what you heard. If you do, you know, check me out, Mindy Murray, on social media, and you know, maybe we can do this again sometime soon. But thank you for listening, and have a good night. Bye.
You have been listening to Mindy Murray on this week's Artist in Residence Showcase here on Folk Music Notebook. We thank Mindy for joining us today, and we thank you for listening. To find out more about Mindy and her music, please visit her website at mindymurray.com. And I'd also like to invite artists who are interested in being part of this series to contact me at ron@folkmusicnotebook.com. I'll give you more details. Join us again next week at this time for another Artist in Residence Showcase, and check our website for a list of encore broadcasts. This is Folk Music Notebook, your virtual folk festival 24 hours a day.
Thanks for tuning into Folk Music Notebook. If you'd like to help keep the music flowing, our tip jar can be found at paypal.me/folkmusicnotebook. We thank you for your support.